everyone, welcome to Alpha PTE's video. This is Fatima. Hope you all are doing well and hope your preparation is going on well. So I'm back with a very quick video to discuss about a very important thing. So I've received a lot of messages on our previous video, a lot of comments, a lot of telegram messages to discuss about essays and how the essay structures are not working, and everybody has been telling us that no essay structure is not working, there's no structure that's working, so on and so forth. So I said, why not make a quick video to discuss this in more detail. So if you know, I have given an exam recently. We do give exams every other day, every other month. But in my latest exam, I did go through the essay in detail, in thorough detail, and I wanted to actually explain what I mean when I say the structure is working and what I mean when I say the structure is not working. Okay, yes and no is the answer when you asked me, is the essay structure working? Yes, we still use a bit of a structure, but I know we don't use a fixed thing altogether. Need a lot of content from the topic which is given to you. Okay, so let's head on to alphapt.com and discuss this in more detail. So if you are not familiar with PTE, you should know that essay is a part of the writing module. PTE has four modules: speaking, writing, reading, and listening. Essay is a part of the writing module, and in essay you will have a topic and you have to write about that topic, and the word limit is 200 to 300 words. So if you don't have much information, you can scroll down and go to PTE guide, and you have information about all the PTE modules and their questions in detail. Okay, so like I said, you will have to write 200 to 300 words, and you'll only be assessed for writing, and the length of the question will be 2 to 3 sentences, and the time to answer will be 20 minutes. Then these are just general details. These are the parameters how you'll be scored: content, developmental structure, like how well you have structured your essay; form, whether you are within the word limit or not; linguistic range, that means is it conveying the ideas that are asked, is it when conveying the topic clearly or not; grammar, vocab, and spellings. You can go through all these tips, like word limit, it's very important, you need to be mindful of that. Know what is the topic. Make sure you're writing proper academic English. Try not to mix two spellings like British and American spelling. You can use any, but you cannot mix both of them in one essay. Do not write in bullet points, write incorrect, clear paragraphs. Okay. Don't use too complicated language. Keep it simple. Plan your essay before you start writing. Use a good structure, that means not a fixed structure. Use a good set of words. Use good set of words that will define your essay. Brush up your vocabulary and leave a couple of moments to read what you have written. Do not write till the very last moment. You should have at least 5 minutes to go through your essay, check your word limit, and make changes accordingly. All right. Don't repeat similar points again and again, because it will affect your score. Check for grammar mistakes before moving on. All right. So let's head on to your templates. So if you don't know where your templates are, under practice, study tools, and your templates. This is the new template because the old template is not working anymore. So that means you don't need a fixed structure, fixed template anymore. So you, like I said, you have 20 minutes, and this is the current template. Now it looks like there's so much content, there's so many words. How are we going to put content there? But honestly, it's just 100 to 120 fixed words, not more than that. The word limit is 200 to 300 words. You can still write 100 to 150 words on the topic. without any issue. We've done that. Okay, like this is an example topic. Now, even in this, the reason why I've put in so much content is that I've received messages from a lot of people who said they are not very good with English, and it's a task for them to write something on their own. And most of them were for 6 or 7. So I added a few extra lines, which I'm going to highlight now, that you can remove when you don't need them. Okay, so let's see. Let me show you which sentence you can remove. Where did I get it? 1 minute, guys. Okay, let's see. Um, this part. It is a positive development or negative development. It's optional. You can finish it here and put a full stop. Then this is good. Now, if you want to add more content here, this enlarging the odds of success and perfection, you can change this and write according to the topic. Then, sorry, let me let me make it a little more smaller. Let me clear all. Then in the next paragraph, mm, this besides this part, after besides, instead of writing this fixed line, you can write one more topic that you want. After this, again, to conclude the eloquently, one can say that uh, here you can remove it. You can say, one can say that, after one can say that, you can, this entire thing can be your own conclusion. Okay, so for example, for the large shopping malls, to conclude the eloquently written contentions, one can say that large shopping malls are indeed beneficial to the society because they are getting multiple things under one roof and making life more easy and comfortable for people. So you can put your own content. So this whole thing, if you want to add more content, you can go for it. This essay itself has around 150 words as content. Okay, now this was not the essay that I had in my exam. In my exam, the essay was mass media. Okay, so let me first clear the screen. Let's say mass media. It was about mass media, TV, newspapers, and stuff like that. So, yeah, this was exactly the essay that I had in my exam. It appeared in my exam. So, whenever a question appears in your exam, just say it appeared. Okay, that is that helps other students know that how many times this question came in that exam, stuff like that. Now, if this is the topic, if this is the topic that you have to give, this was the topic that I had in my exam. How did I write? Now, mass media, including TV and newspapers, have great influence. Just give me 1 minute. Let's see. Okay, so this was my topic, and this is the structure that I've used. Now, how will I fix this topic? In today's fast paced world, the importance of mass media, including TV and newspapers, cannot be overstated, as there's a colossal upsurge in the number of people believing that mass media like TV, newspapers, and others have great influence on humans, particularly the younger generation, and it can shape people's opinion. I put it all here. I removed this line. Like I told you, it's not compulsory. So I didn't put this line. It is a positive development or negative development. I didn't use this. Although there is a concern that this will just prompt immediate predicaments in people's life, I don't altogether acknowledge this, and I will clarify why in the following paragraphs. Okay. There are various arguments supporting my stance. The most prevalent one is that mass media like TV and newspapers, sometimes I wrote television and newspapers, can not only contribute to influencing people and providing them information about what is happening all over the world, but also lead to numerous other advantages. Like, now I've put many advantages. I gave this exam like 3 weeks ago. I think the advantages I put, like, uh keeping everybody informed about what is happening to the other parts of the world, making people more up to date with events, uh acting as a platform to bring about a change and bring about a positive change in the society. Okay, I something like this I remember vividly. In a nutshell, mass media stands one in a preponderant position when it comes to, now after, when it comes to, here also I didn't write this fixed line. I wrote when it comes to bringing people together and keeping them informed. Okay, that's that is one thing. Another thing, no, I think informed I put in the second line, when it comes to bringing people together and influencing them. Some, yeah, I used influence the topic. I tried to use a lot of topic. Then another part of aspect to the further discussions, or uh, to further discuss the potential merits of mass media, especially television and newspaper, is that thanks to such mass communication, uh, what do you say, thanks to having such mass communications, or thanks to television, I think I wrote more about television here. It is not, I didn't write the this part. It is not only the people but also society which can immensely here. This entire thing I wrote content. This you can use if you need 7, but for 8 I believe I wanted to put more content. Thanks to the topic, people, or thanks to the topic, I said, if used in a ethical and moral manner, or if used ethically and morally, mass communication devices like TV and newspaper help bring about a change in the society by bringing everybody together and fighting against injustice, sorry, not injustice, injustice, my bad. Then besides, I wrote one more reason. Besides, uh newspapers, TV, including, I wrote, what did I write, the online platform, including social media. I wrote social media, including social media is acting like mass media, which in turns help the younger generation uh know more about, keep help the younger generation be more influenced and motivated by keeping in touch with their peers all around the world and being informed about the changes and having a positive influence, all right, something like that. Then hence it is clear why many are in favor of uh shape uh, having their opinion based on mass media like TV and newspapers. Okay. So after besides this fixed line, I didn't use this entire sentence just besides comma, and then I wrote one more reason. Then the last part, in conclusion. So let's go to the last part. In conclusion, I said to conclude the eloquently written contentions, one can I after I took in the contentions, like I said, I didn't use this thing. I just wrote to conclude the eloquently written contentions. I just rephrased the whole thing. One can say that mass media, including TV, newspaper, along with social media, I put social media also. It was not in the topic, but I put social media, has have great influence on humans, particularly younger generation, and it can shape people's opinion, which will help them grow in the future. Something like that. I again put the same thing and gave one reason to conclude. So if I don't miss out anything, this is basically how I have written my essay. And if you have seen my last video, I have got full 90 in my, what do you say, writing module. My writing module was 90, and that means if you use a structure, basically you need to use this. So it's not a fixed structure. The structure which is there is not fixed structure. You have to put in a lot of content. So as long as you're putting the topic, and as long as you're putting good amount of topic, like 15 to 20 100 to 150 words, there is no problem in using something to keep your essay in a very structured and academic manner. I'm not saying use this structure, use any structure. Or like I've received a message from one of my student. They said, can I use chat gpt to have a structure? I said, why not, but make sure there are no grammar mistakes. As long as it has good vocabulary and it has academic structures and it is having no grammar mistakes, go ahead. If that's what is easier for you, why not go for it? Because he said, I don't want to feel pressured by using somebody else's structure, because I don't want to have that in the back of my mind that maybe the structure I'm using is used by so many people, and maybe because of that I'm not getting marks. So why can't can I make my own structure using ChatGPT? I said, go for it. If that's what makes you feel good, go for it. But make sure you write content, 100 to 150 words of content, and you will be good to go for your essay. So yeah, that's what I quickly wanted to come and discuss, because I've had far too many questions about essays and essay structure. I thought, yes, I need to address this problem and once and for all help you understand how it is working and how things are happening at the moment when it comes to essay. All good, guys. So that's about today's video. If you like our videos, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you very soon in the next video. Until then, take care. Bye.